My parents are demanding I give my inheritance to my golden child brother. They said I was selfish. But they forgot what they did to me first. Asterisk, my name is Sarah, I'm 28, and I was never the favorite child. That was always Adam, my younger brother. The golden child. The prince. The chosen one. Growing up, it was like I was invisible and he was made of gold. He failed a test. Teachers were biased. I got an A. Well, that's expected of you. He crashed dance car. Boys make mistakes. I broke a plate. Stop being careless. By the time I turned 18, I had already learned that love in my house came with conditions. Be quiet. Be useful. Be perfect. But Adam, he didn't have to earn anything. It was just given to him. College. They paid his full tuition. Me, I had to get a scholarship and work 2 part-time jobs. When I moved out, no one noticed. When Adam moved out, they threw him a party. I never complained, not loudly at least. I just built my own life, my own peace, my own future. Far away from the noise of favoritism and guilt. Then everything changed. 3 months ago, my grandfather passed away. He was the only one who ever treated me like I mattered. He remembered my birthday. He called just to talk. He told me he was proud of me. I still remember sitting by his hospital bed, his voice weak, his hand shaking. Sarah, I want you to promise me something. Anything, Grandpa. Use what I give you to live the life they never let you. I cried, held his hand, and said yes. 2 weeks later, the lawyer called. Grandpa left me everything. His house, his savings, even his small art collection. Adam got nothing. At first, I thought there was a mistake. Surely Grandpa split it, surely something went to him, but no. The lawyer was clear. My name, only mine. That same night, I got the call from Mom. Screaming, crying, how could you let this happen? You manipulated him. That money belongs to your brother. I sat there frozen. Mom, I didn't even know. I didn't ask for it. Then do the right thing. Give it to Adam. You don't need it. I laughed, out of shock. You mean the way I didn't need your support, or your love, or even a ride to my graduation? Silence, then stop being dramatic. The next day, Dad called. Your mother's upset. Fix it. I asked him one question. Why didn't Grandpa leave anything to Adam? Don't talk back. Adam finally texted me. Wow, I knew you were bitter, but stealing from your own family? Low, even for you. I didn't reply. I didn't have to, because the truth was simple. Grandpa left it to me. Not because I begged, but because I was the only one who showed him love when it wasn't convenient. Then came the real storm. A week later, they showed up at my doorstep. Mom, Dad, and Adam standing there like some angry committee. We need to talk. Mom snapped. I opened the door only halfway. No thanks. Sarah, Dad warned. You're part of this family. Since when? I asked. That shut them up. Adam stepped forward. Look, I don't care about the house. I just need the money. You know I've been struggling. He said it like I owed him, like he didn't party away his last job, like he didn't blow thousands on a failed crypto scheme. What did you do for Grandpa, Adam? Did you visit him once? Did you call? Help with his meds? Drive him to appointments? Silence. I looked at all 3 of them. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel small. I didn't feel scared. I felt free. Grandpa gave me this because I earned it. I was there. I loved him. I didn't forget about him, just because he got old and inconvenient. Mom started crying again, said I was cruel. Sighed I was tearing the family apart. I looked her in the eyes. No, you did that the moment you decided only one of your kids mattered. They left. Angry, embarrassed, done. And I stood there on the porch Grandpa built in the house he left me, feeling more loved than I ever had living under their roof. Later that night, I walked into Grandpa's old study, sat in his chair, opened a letter he left for me. If they come asking, you'll know what to say. Don't give away what you bled for just because they finally noticed you. I cried, but this time, it wasn't grief. It was gratitude. Because for the first time, someone saw me, chose me, and I chose me too. Asterisk, it had been a few weeks since my parents and Adam stormed out of my house, since they called me selfish, ungrateful, cruel. Since I told them no. I thought that was it. That they'd disappear, leave me alone. But I should have known better, because people like that, they don't go quiet. Not when they think you owe them something. It started with rumors that family members calling me, distant aunts, old cousins. Why are you holding all the money? Your poor brother is struggling. Don't forget where you came from. I blocked half of them, the rest I ignored. Then one morning, I got a letter from a lawyer. My family was suing me. I sat on the floor shaking, reading the words over and over. Petition to redistribute inheritance. Unfair disbursement. Undue influence. They were claiming that I manipulated my grandfather, that I pressured him, in his final days, that I took advantage of his condition. I couldn't believe it. They weren't just asking. They were trying to steal it legally. I called the lawyer handling Grandpa's will. She was furious. Sarah, I saw your grandfather myself. He was sound clear. He made every decision knowingly. She promised to fight. But still, I felt like vomiting. I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I heard my mother's voice calling me a liar. I saw Adam smirking, as if he knew he'd get what he wanted eventually. A few days later, I got another knock on the door. It was Uncle Rayhan, my dad's brother, the only one in the family who ever spoke to me like an equal. He hugged me tightly. I heard about the lawsuit. Of course you did, I said. They're telling everyone I'm a thief, he sighed. Looked around the house. This place still smells like him. We sat in Grandpa's study. Uncle Rayhan pulled out a small envelope. He left this with me. Said if things got ugly I should give it to you. I opened it. Inside was a USB drive and a note. In case they ever forget who I chose. I plugged it into my laptop. There it was, a video. Dated 1 week before he died. Grandpa sat in his chair, thin, tired, but alert. This message is for the lawyers. For the court. And most importantly, for Sarah. I am of sound mind. I know exactly what I'm doing. I am leaving my estate to Sarah because she is the only one who never abandoned me. This is not revenge. It's not punishment, it's recognition. Adam is my grandson, yes, but Sarah? She is the one who sat by my side when I couldn't breathe. She deserves this. And I pray she never lets anyone take it from her. I couldn't stop crying. The screen blurred. I missed him so much, but in that moment, I also felt strong. Like he was right there, telling me to keep fighting. I sent the video to my lawyer. She responded in 10 minutes. This ends it. They don't have a case anymore. Weeks passed, the court date came. They showed up with suits, fake smiles, fake sorrow. I showed up with truth. The judge watched the video. My parents' faces turned white. Adam looked down. The judge didn't even need more than 15 minutes. Case dismissed. I walked out of that courtroom, lighter than I had felt in years. My lawyer shook my hand. He would have been proud of you, but that wasn't the end. Not really, because people like my parents don't stop when they lose in court. They just change tactics. A few days later, I got another message from Mom. We still raised you. We gave you everything. And this is how you repay us? I didn't reply. I didn't need to. They kept trying to guilt me, but I had the truth. I had Grandpa's words. I had myself. And that was enough. I started renovating the house, made it mine, kept Grandpa's study exactly the same. A shrine to the one person who never asked me to shrink, just to be loved. I started therapy, started hiking, started painting. Again, life didn't become perfect, but it became mine. One evening, I got a call from Adam. I almost didn't answer, but something told me to. Hey, he said. Silence. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I didn't reply. I waited. I know I didn't earn anything. I just thought that things would always come easy, because they always did. But maybe Grandpa was right. He paused. You were the only one there for him. And for what it's worth, I'm not mad anymore. I hope you're okay. I took a deep breath. Thank you, Adam. That means more than you know. We didn't talk much after that, but I wasn't angry anymore. Not at him. Not even at them, because I had finally broken free. The golden child had to face the real world. And the forgotten one? She built something no one could take away. It had been 6 months. 6 months since I won in court. 6 months since the last time I heard my mom cry into the phone, calling me a traitor. 6 months since I finally slept without waking up from guilt nightmares. And in those 6 months, something changed in me. I wasn't afraid anymore. Of them, of their judgment, of their control. I was building a life, not just in Grandpa's house, but in my heart. The girl who once begged for love had learned to love herself without their approval. Then, one Sunday afternoon, out of nowhere, I got a message from Mom. I'm sick. Doctor says it might be serious. I'd like to talk. Face to face, please. I didn't reply right away. I sat with it. Turned my phone face down. Stared at the ceiling. And asked myself, do I owe her this? By morning, I had an answer. We met at A quiet cafe. Not far from the hospital she claimed she was visiting. I got there first, waited. Heart calm. Mind strong. When she walked in, she looked smaller than I remembered. Older, tired, but still carrying that same sharp stare. She sat down. No hug, no smile, just silence. I broke it. So, what did you want to say? She looked down at her hands, wrinkled, trembling. They found something in my scans. A shadow, we don't know yet, could be nothing, or something. I nodded, not coldly, but not emotionally either, just present. I'm sorry you're going through that. She looked up. Eyes glossy. Sarah? I didn't come here just to talk about that. Then what? I asked. I came to say I was wrong. The coffee felt too quiet. Like the walls were listening. I blinked, stunned. I didn't raise you right. I favored Adam. I pushed you aside. And I told myself that you were stronger, that you didn't need as much. But that's not fair, is it? Children shouldn't have to be strong to be loved. I swallowed hard. I didn't expect this. Not here, not now, but she kept going. When your grandfather left you everything, I didn't see his love for you. I only saw what Adam didn't get, and that blinded me. She paused, looked me in the eye. You were always enough, even when I didn't say it. Especially then. Tears slipped down my cheek. Quiet, uninvited, but honest. You didn't just break my heart, Mom, you made me doubt I even had one. She nodded. I know. And if I could go back, I'd do it all differently. I wanted to believe her. I really did. But scars don't disappear just because someone finally says sorry. I accept your apology, I said softly. But I'm not coming back to being your second choice. She didn't argue, she just nodded. I don't expect you to. I just needed to say it before it's too late. We sat there for a while. Two women linked by blood, torn by silence, bound by truths, said too late. As she left, she placed something on the table, a folded photo of me, age 7, holding a school award. In the corner of the photo, written in her handwriting, you were always my brightest star. I just didn't know how to say it. I held the photo with shaking hands, not because it fixed anything, but because for the first time in my entire life, she saw me. Weeks passed, that Mom went through her tests. It was treatable. Not cancer. We exchanged a few texts, no deep conversations. No fake family dinners. Just slow, careful steps. Adam and I talked. Sometimes too. He got a job. He was trying. He still had a lot to learn. But maybe now he wanted to learn it on his own. One day, I went into Grandpa's study again. The dust was gone. The air smelled of lavender and paper. And on the shelf, I placed that photo. Next to the will. Next to the letter. And I whispered, I kept my promise, Grandpa. I lived the life they never let me. I wasn't angry anymore. Not bitter. Just free. And for the first time in forever, I looked in the mirror and saw not the forgotten child, but the woman who chose herself when no one else did.